Shalom, Israel. With ISUPK, start off 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yahanna, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. This is a Lashawan Qadash class. If you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you are most welcome to this class for sure. All others, just take a real understanding that you sit down and be quiet. But if you're black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you're free to interact. But I guess you can hear, everybody can hear in the chat.
Come on.
Let's put it as long as we have Yes, well, we teach blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indian. This is the Lashawan Qadash class here in Greenville, South Carolina. Officer Kazak Shapar of 1,000, teaching the Hebrew ancient and the Assyrian Hebrew to our brothers and sisters. Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum. To all of my brothers, Yahweh Shema Alathan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Of course, we're teaching, what's the class? We're teaching commands and greetings tonight. Real class is kind of like a class that we've done before, of course. Um, if you guys have any problems in the chat, put a 1 in there. I'm assuming you can hear me. Who we got in the chat so far?
We have Officer Shar
Mm-hmm.
checking in.
Right.
We have Dennis from Greenville, South Carolina.
Right.
And we have we have Rob Qua from North Myrtle Beach.
Right.
Who else? We have Gad Princess, property of Quatisana Zagabar,
Mm-hmm.
Greenville.
Right.
Check in.
Right. Let's clap it up for everybody, man. The class. How about Shem Thought, all my brothers. How Shemal Thought about Shem Shad and my sisters. I know it's a cold night, icy night up there, but we're gonna get it in. We won't be too long. But if you're on the road, make sure you secure yourself a very safe spot. Come on home and watch this online. I mean, make sure for sure. But ancient Hebrew has 22 characters. It's always read from right to left. 22 characters. What you got to do is you got to get that Hebrew chart. Make sure you learn it. Learn that Hebrew chart. We have one up in the chat right here. Yeah, there's a Hebrew chart right here. It's Abagada Hawazaka. Taya Kalamaina Sa Ipataza Kwarashata. Also, that's the very first language of Hebrew that the Most High has given us. The ancient Assyrian language, the Assyrian language is different from the ancient language only in view. The characters look so much vastly different, but they sound exactly alike. And they have 27 characters. They still have 22, but 5 extra characters in the Hebrew. And you have extra characters. You have a kamana pataza. Those characters grow at the end of words. You'll find out as we go on if you study. But you got to keep, if you're really a serious student about Hebrew, you must get you a picture of this chart. We have one online here. You could, take a picture of it and have it in your repertoire of study materials to understand Hebrew. And then, of course, to go back to the ancient Hebrew, there are 22 characters. They don't have the 5 extra characters, but they have 2 things that are very important. Okay, and they have things like this: independent connectors and dependent connectors, an upside down U and a right side up U. And those help connect words and sounds, and you'll find out as we go on. But we're going over a class that we repeated a little bit before, but I see people have Shar, Dennis, Raikwa.
We also have Takwa,
Thakwa,
and Azara.
Takawa and Azara
Mhm.
joining us in class. And then we have Labaya.
Goodbye.
Yeah. A few more sisters in there, like I said, from Myrtle Beach and anymore.
Mhm.
Rakwa, Takawa, both of those. They're from that's
Shira.
Shira. Yeah, that's right. Can't remember. But anyway, we got class going here. Let's grab a text. What you got to understand about commands when the Most High gave commands, that's a lot of people. A lot of people say, especially sisters, man. They say, I don't like somebody to command me. Hey, listen, brothers got commands when under Moses, and that's something that you better do or get kicked out the tribe of Israel. Let's find that text in here. Pull that text up for me, would you, real quick for me, if you could. Uh, where the Lord commands us to do something. Yeah, sitting up here talking about, well, I don't like to be commanded. My Ottawa can't command me. Yeah, he can. That's the part. That's the part that we're gonna give you a couple commands up in here, right? Let's turn to Deuteronomy 27:1. Y'all take the time out so you can understand. And of course, we're gonna go with a few commands that you can understand that in ISUPK, we go by the whole letter of the Bible and understanding. Well, I won't say letter of the Bible. We're just gonna say, well, we go by every word that's in this Bible. That's the whole point, you know. Uh, Deuteronomy 27:1, right? What does it say? It says, and Moses and the elders of Israel commanded. What that word say? It says commanded the people, saying, keep what? Some of the commandments. Nah, it says keep all of the commandments which I command you this day. Now that's a command. The Lord has said command how many times? One, two, three times. In the word commandments, there are more than 10 commandments. There's 600 and what, 19, 30, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Whatever commands there are in the Bible, keep them. So when the Lord gives you a commandment, that's what he means. That's a direction, a way to do things, and a time and a place for everything, the Bible says. When he commands you to do something, he means you better get it or you're going to be judged. You can sit there and just, I ain't going to do nothing. Okay, well then let the Lord judge you, you know. But that's the whole point. That's when he says do a commandment. And we're going to go over a few commands on the board. And of course, later on, we're going to go over a few, commandments and uh, yeah, that's right. Greetings. I forgot about that. Greetings. That's the other part of the class, right? And we got to give you commands. So when we do Sabbath service, the brothers and sisters, the new brothers, uh, Dennis, Jarrell, and other brothers in there who may forget from time to time, they come to class and they want to know what this means. When we say turn, do this, do the stand, and do this, you want to know what it is. And we're going to show those few things on the board. So while we're doing this, uh, we want you to do your first command. All right, y'all good. Oh, I'm gonna put this the red part up there. That's just to show you, so you know which word we're working on. That's all it means. It don't mean nothing else. But that first word, go look, hunt down that word. What we do is transliterations here because the Bible has already been translated by King James version of the Bible. That's what you want to use. So this right here is a transliteration. We're just taking the words out of the Bible and writing them again. That's all. Transliteration. So we're gonna do it in Hebrew. We're gonna come up with what that means in English. But first of all, if you're in Hebrew, you'll understand that first word right there. So write that down for me. Let's where we at? Go to give me another text while we're reading that here. We won't go with too many texts, but I want to show you that that the what this word, how significant that word command is. That's what you got to understand. So when we give commandments, the Lord have already given the commandments of the Bible. So when Moses commanded you to do something, these are the things he asked, or the head of the household even can give commands, right? Right. Under we have a commanding general Yahanna that gives this whole nation and ISUPK commands and what to do, right? And our captains and our officers and stuff like that, right? Turn to Genesis 18 and 19. Let's nail this thing down a little bit more so we'll understand what a command is, right? Y'all understand that? Where we at? Genesis 18 and 19? And I know y'all getting off work. I know some of y'all just getting off work because the storm getting bad, man. Y'all Y'all get down and get home and, bat down the hatches. I got my warm drink up in here, cold drinks, whatever. Where we at? I'm sorry. Okay, just 18, 19. For I know him that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord. Keep the word of the Most High, right? And do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him. There again, let's read this again. For I know him that he will command his children, right? And his household after him. That means he got children, the man got children in the household, his commandments, his household after him. He's telling the child, hey, listen, you go up there and you do all of this and all of that and all of this. That's what I'm telling you, what you need to do. That's a command right there. So men have commands to do, women have commands to do, and women, when you're under the man, that's your other one. You do what he commands you to do. Don't take it in a way like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I don't want commandment. That's part of the orders. I mean, I don't have to get in Corinthians, do I? But let's just keep it right there. I don't like to get off too much. I like to keep the class Lashawan tonight here. I don't break off into all this other stuff. But because then y'all have me going all over the Bible trying to find this and that. But let's keep. For I know him that he will keep his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Most High. That's how you do it, by doing the commands of that household, right? Household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord and do justice and judgment. That's the way you keep your household, by doing justice and judgments. Am I right? All right. And the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he have spoken of him, and so on. So that's just, of course, we have more if I find any more text. But for right now, let's go over this of commandments. Let's figure out what this is. Anybody got some answers up in here? What we got?
Fakwa has an answer.
Fakwa? Fakwa, you don't be driving around, dude. You come on, you get Fakwa get right on top of that. She gets right to it, Jack. What you got?
She has
this word here? Okay, go ahead.
I am.
Yeah.
AD.
I am AD. Everybody else got that? I am AD. That's that first word. And like I've said to you, to reiterate, the way to keep the way to do this class, I can do the class a lot of ways, but if I let you work and transliterate words in your vocabulary plus your understanding of this Hebrew chart, which you can make words. And so when I start talking about prepositions, and I start talking about possessive adjectives, and I start talking about tenses, past, present, and future tenses, and different things like that requires for you to make a word in the Hebrew. And when I start talking about words and vocabulary, then you'll be able to understand what we're talking about. So anybody else got this word right here? Somebody else?
Labaya has it.
What Labaya has?
She has I am AD.
I am AD. Anybody else? I mean, so far that looks good. I just want to make sure everybody else. Now I know right why you stay on top of it. Everybody. Who else? Izara, what you got? Just at least let me know. At least I know that you guys can hear me good. I didn't do a sound check, but I know you can hear me because y'all heard everything I said up in here. You know how I could just leave the board alone and y'all would know what to do, because I run it the same way, pretty much standardized up in here. By all means of Lashawan Qadash. This is the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Go ahead. What Azara got?
She has the same.
She got, okay. What is this? This word right here, that word literally means this. It means this right here, to stand. Okay, right there. That word transliterate to the word stand. Okay, it says stand. Okay, what does that mean? In English, I should have said it means stand right here. Salakia. Stand. Imad. We'll say it right here. So if I want to say, if I said the word Imad and then I put yam on there, anybody know what that means? Since I'm there, if I said Imad yam, what that means? Anybody? Anybody will let people in the audience. That means Imad means to stand in the same uh, word. I mean, in the same understanding. Slakia. An understanding of that word. Can I see that? Yeah, let me see that. Imadium means amadium. So if I said amadium, what does that mean? Like if I'm saying, if I stand up in Sabbath service, y'all see me sometime because I do the Sabbath service as the high priest, which we won't have tomorrow because of the inclement weather, guys. We'll get back on as soon as that weather's good, okay? Sabbath service, but we're not going to have it tomorrow. As far as I know. What you got?
Ezra has an answer. And so
What you got?
Ezra says, everyone stand.
That's right. Clap it up for that sis right there. Who's that? Ezra?
And Levi says, everyone stand as a group.
Everyone stands as a group. I buy that too. So it really simply means everyone or all stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
To all stand, right? That makes sense. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing there, that's a command. Mm-hmm. That's just not like Slovakia. Unless you are incapacitated, got something wrong with your legs or wheelchair and where you can't stand. You know, we're not foolish, you know. We don't create miracles up in this motherfucker. We ain't gonna let people, we don't go around saying heal. And I don't mean to be saying that with people. You go in some of these bastardized churches that get up there all stand, the lady can't even stand, the man can't even stand. They shouldn't even be, they should just give up their church license and come over to ISUPK anyway. They got people over here, I got a leg, I can walk now. And I don't mean that against people who don't have legs or in a wheelchair. That's not what I'm trying to say. Just making a point here. Don't get on Kazakhstan part too much. Don't turn me over and beat me up. Now, imadium. So that word there is what? It's plural. That's what it means. That means that yam over here must mean plural. And that's exactly what it means. So I don't have to go around and say anything else. I can just say all stand. I say imadium. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's clap it up. That's good. Let's clap it up for that right there. All right, let's jump on this next word. If I know all the students up in this class here, they've already jumped on that word. Just a formality of me to put the little red dot up there. Y'all jump ahead of me anyway. But anyway, talk to me. Go to this word right here. There's the next word here. That's what we got to understand. So when we're doing Lashawan Qadash class, I'm sorry, not Lashawan. When we're doing a Sabbath service, you know, let's see, we got the generals and Captain Ash, John Q, Captain Ash, even General Hazian. They're saying to us to do Sabbath service. So we got to teach Lashawan Qadash so you'll understand how to understand Sabbath service, or you will not understand it. When we hold up the scrolls, when we go over the different writings and different things like that, and we said a magium, it's not just by accident. Those are meanings to those words, and the reason why we said it, because in the Bible we can show you what all this stuff transpired. We can show you how we kept Sabbath services. We're the only ones in the face of this earth that understands what Sabbath service is. Why? Because it's our service. The Most High gave that to us, right? How do you know we're that people? Because turn to Deuteronomy 7 and 6, and the Lord Most High will show you. Let's just turn to it. Deuteronomy 7 and 6 while y'all doing that word right here. Deuteronomy, what did I say, 7 and 6? But pick that up for me, would you? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's find out where that is in the Bible. Where the Most High said, this is for the children of Israel, because a lot of people think it's for somebody else, right? But it ain't. This Bible is for us. For if you're black, it says, y'all got it? Yeah, watch y'all look it up. And of course, y'all, I know y'all sitting here looking up this word too. And be careful and be cognizant now. I have ancient Hebrew and Assyrian Hebrew up here. So, but you make sure you grab the right Hebrew, or you be sitting up here wondering what happened. Or you be mixing them. Sometimes I mix these Hebrews. I know y'all gonna test some of the students that have been here with me for a while. I'll mix these up sometimes. Sometimes by real and sometimes by accident. But I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'll tell you the difference. All right, we got it. Deuteronomy. That's out of the King James Version of the Bible. It says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all that are upon the face of the earth. So we're above all. See, so when he give us the Lashawan Qadash language, it's because he loves us enough to keep us as a special people. To go around saying, Abba Gada, Hawazaka, I'm Madyam. You know, when we say stuff like that, you wonder, oh, where'd they come from? Where'd it come from the Most High? It comes because you're a special chosen people. You don't have Chinese, they don't talk like us, man. Who else? You have Assyrians, they don't even talk like us, man. Persians, they don't talk like us. All these who is that? Japanese, Elamites, those are East Indians, Hamites. Nah, none of these sites, Girgashites, none of them. They don't talk like us. But the Bible says, thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen who? Thee. He's chosen us to be a special people unto himself. Like you can't be no more personal than that than to have the Most High has been your savior, or the Father, the one that gives you love and understanding, man. The man that gives you pick up and help you with your food bill and your rent and all of that, man. You can't be no more special than one to give you a Hebrew language, man, that you can go home and sit down there and understand. That's why you think you're here on a Friday night, checking it out, man. Okay, what else we got here? Anybody got it? What we got?
Labaya came in first.
What you got?
Y-A.
She got Y-A.
S-H.
Y-A.
S-H.
S-H.
A-B. Takawa and Azaraka have the same thing.
Right. So that word Yashab. Anybody got that? Anybody got that in their dictionary? What that means? We've been talking about that over the years. Yashab. What does Yashab mean? You know?
Okay.
That's what they got. So they got Yashab, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that looks. Go ahead.
Salaki.
Yeah.
Labaya has an answer for what that means.
What you got, Labaya?
She says to face.
Who?
To face.
No. You're close. I understand what you mean when you said that, but that's not what it means. I mean, we got some words around that mean that. That's what I'm saying when I say you're close. But that doesn't mean that. Yashab. Think about it for a second. So the first one is imagine, all stand. So what do you think? And you may not understand. All right, let me give it to you. Is that okay? Yashab.
Oh, Izra has it.
What you got, Azra?
She's asking, is it sit?
Yeah, that's what it means. It means to sit. Okay. So when you say Yashab, you're saying like when you're in class, when you got the word, let's clap it up for everybody right there. Exactly right. Exactly right. I appreciate that. Yashab. So if I want to say more than one sit, what would I say? If I want to say it means to sit in English. But if I want to say Yashab and I want to say more than one person, because I'm usually gonna just say you sit down, Yashab. So how would I say, more than one person? Talk to me. Put it on the screen there. Write it down. Write the full word down. I know y'all can do that.
Izra has, I mean, Labaya has an answer.
Labaya, what you got?
She has YASHANYAN.
A-N?
M.
A-N?
She no, she changed it. I'm sorry.
Change that one, yeah.
Okay, it's YASHABYAN.
That's it. Clap it up for that sister right there. And I'm pretty sure Izara and everybody else would have got that because that's if you can get the word Yashab or Ahmad, when I type these first words down here, these words here are the root words. Remember, I always taught you to do the root word first? The root word, and now we can do something with that root word. In this case, we're going to say what? Yashab Yum, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What does Yashab Yum mean? All stand. I mean, all sit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or everybody. To all sit down. Okay, my ta means down, so if you don't have to say all that, just say Yashab. It means to sit. There's only one way to sit down. I mean, you can. But if I say sit down, you don't have to go through that word matah for down. Just say Yashab. This case, Yashab Yum, right? So that's how you do that word. All right, let's go to this word right here. Let's go to the next one. And that's what it means. So we got to understand when the Lord gave us commands, he was getting, but that's what the word means. And there again, you get into your plural. I haven't done plurals in a while, but you're getting a little plural right here. Plurals, a plurality of something to make it more than one. In this case, Yashabyum, Imadyum. Make sure you guys put that right. Qua, who is the other girls in here? And Dennis, the other brother, and Sharkos, and I think that was
Azra, Raikwa,
Bakawa. Sorry. Make sure you put that down in your notes because that may be something a little new for you. But Yashab and Imad and then Yam, of course. Write these down because they'll reoccur all the time. It's something that ISUPK use all the time because those are the words we use, okay? For the vocabulary. What we got?
Okay, Thakwa says this is M-A-R.
Who said that?
Thakwa.
No. But I can see why she would say that though. Takawab, that's right there. It looks like an M, but it's not. There's another, let's see. Let me write what the M looks like. I know why she did that, because it looks like this. It looks, that and this look alike. No lie. I mean, I can even make it smaller, like this. They look alike, but they're not. One has a more of a square and one will have a more round on both sides. That is a S-A, like sa. Look on your Hebrew chart, you see a sa, Salaki.
And
That looks like an M, but it's not. And besides that, even if it was, you wouldn't have this at the beginning. You would always have that type of M at the end. Go ahead.
Azara and Labaya have answered and
What you got? And right in all of them? Okay, go ahead. What
no,
you
not
got?
one. SAR.
Okay. Yeah, and that right there in the that this is in the of course Assyrian. I think everybody knows that. But if you were looking for the same word in the ancient, it will look like this. Okay. But now to reiterate, to repeat, that right there, it looks like it would be, and that's how you would know. You would only see this letter in Assyrian at the end if it was an M. That's what that she might have mistaken. Is that what you, Thakwa, is that what you did? Just put on their concert or whatever so I can understand. I'm just trying to understand the students. That's all. Because I know I used to do it all the time. But did you thought that was an M? I'm talking with Thakwa right now. Because I can see why she would have done that. Very much, because I've done it before. A lot of students have done it. And it may be the way I've written it, but I tried to write out an M. You would only find an M like that in Assyrian Hebrew, and it will occur at the end. Remember, Hebrew reads from right to left, not left to right.
She said concert.
Clap it up for her, right? Exactly right. I mean, I guessed right on it. I thought that was the case, but no, that is a sa. It's the same as this sa. It's the same sound, sa, and it'll be just like this, like right here, sa. That's sa, S-A. That's why I put every once in a while I put some Assyrian writings in there, not to throw you off, but just so you'll know that you never know what writing we're using, Sar, ancient or Assyrian, right? But that's what it would be if it was. Let's see, if it was Assyrian. I mean, I'm sorry, ancient. But anyway, okay. What anybody know what Sar means? Online? What you got? What does SAR mean? But we use it in Sabbath service all the time. And that word would go, Labaya was guessing before, I think she said something, but it would go before that word to give you a hint. Yeah. But anyway, what does SAR mean? That word. Because we're going over words that we normally have in Sabbath service. This is what the men above me taught me to go over. You have to go over these words so people understand, and when you get up to read them, what we got?
The Bible says turn.
Turn. Clap it up for us. Exactly right. Sar means to turn. That's exactly right. So when you want to say Sar, okay, sometimes, I mean, that's what you use. You would turn. So what we're getting ready to do, we're getting ready to, sometimes I would use the word behind it, Sar, and then a wa. Of course, wa is and. So turn. All right, let's do the next one. But that's what it means. So far we have Amadium, Yeshabium, Sar. Of course, I added the word wa, and it means and, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do the next one down here in red. Slaki, the one with the red dot on it. It's the one we're discussing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Y'all work on that one real quick here. Let's see here. Of course, we're talking about Hebrew commands, which the Most High tells each family for the fathers to do what? To make sure you command your families, man. By the Most High, of course. And they have to follow the words of the Most High. They have to follow the words of Commanding General Yahanna. For the understanding, because he's following Christ. So that's what's going on here, right?
Okay.
All right, so I'll come up with this one right here.
You already have some answers. I don't know.
Oh, already. All right, let's see here. Hold a minute. Hold on. Let's hold on a second. They go on ahead there. I got it. Adventurous. Yeah. All right. Hold a minute. Yeah. Okay. Shalaki. Okay. Okay. What we got here? Well, Basar, by the way, is a preposition. Okay. It goes before a word, and or it can be intermediary between two other words before another word. So describes a noun, helps enhances the noun. Okay. So what we got? What's the answer we got here?
We have PANYA.
YA?
Kind of that one. PANYA. And that's from Takuwa,
Takawa,
Libaya, and Asra.
Takawa, Labai, and Azara, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you think you got? Everybody else got that? So pan, yeah. So let's clap it up for them. That looks right too. Okay, so panya. So what does that mean? I think somebody gave me an answer before. What does panya mean? Because keep in mind, these are the words that we use in Sabbath service, right? So go ahead. Somebody told me on the chat just recently, I thought I heard them say what that word was. I could be wrong. I don't think I did. Somebody got what the meaning of this word is? Anybody?
Libaya has an answer.
What you got?
Two-face.
To face, right?
Mm-hmm.
The word, it doesn't mean two-face, it just means face. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I understand when you said to face. But the word in itself just means face. So far, we got Amadjan. Let's clap it up for, by the way. Exactly right. Everybody, that's add that to your vocabulary. Panya means to face. So when you say to face, it's the same. The word itself just means face. But when you say that, You want to say like, lock it. Yeah, yeah. So this is what we want to get out of it. Sarwa, that means sar, face, and so you want to say to turn and face, just by itself. But if you want to say to face, I understand that. But the word by itself just simply means panya. So you want to say sarwa panya, turn and face. And you can say to face, but we don't. We just say turn and face. So you'll hear the word come out like sarwa panya. All right, let's work on this word down here. Okay. Right there. Then we'll move on to something else. Okay. So far, this work on this word here. Keep in mind, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna put a little dot right here, meaning that's more than one word right there. That makes sense. Like that's a word. That's a word. Okay. So there we go. Excuse me. Y'all work on that one. So we got these Amadium Shabi. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Well, I better leave that up on the board, so just in case people.
Okay, you have an answer?
Who we got?
Thakawa has HA,
HA.
QA, YAM.
Okay. Okay. All right. What does that mean? Let's see if anybody can guess what this means. Sar, that means turn, wa, and panya, face. So turn, and then we got, of course, and over here, wa. And I'm sorry. Turn, and this is the English on this side over here, but of course I put wa over there. Of course, it's a preposition, of course. So we got ha, qua, yum. So I have sar. That means turn and face what?
The Bible says the East.
Clap it up for that sister right there. That's exactly right. That's what it means. It means the East. Why does it mean that? Because the is ha. That's what the is. We'll put ha down here. And East is, of course, quayam. I'll put it on top of there so people can see that real quick. Hayam. So what are we really saying? So you'll see the high priest will give a command, and he's asking everybody, Amadyam, to stand, Yeshabyam, all seat. But in this case, once you stand, Amadyam, then he's asking you to do something else. Then he'll say Sar, right before he reaches the prayers. He says Sar, Wa Panya Ha Kwayam. Turn and face the east. So clap it up for that right there. You guys get a nice meaning off that. Put hand claps in. I know y'all understand that. That's real nice. But I appreciate that. But that's how you understand. We'll erase this part of it. That's how you understand the what's going on in the Sabbath service. That's what you understand. I'm gonna erase this real quick here so I can put something else up on the board. So guys, so y'all brothers and sisters can understand a little bit about that. A few more words here. We ain't gonna hold class too long, but y'all understand that. So what did we just say here to reiterate? Y'all, y'all, people understand this. This Hebrew, y'all understand this. So the next time we go over this class, y'all gonna understand them words right there. Sarwanya, Sarwa Panya. I'm sorry, Sarwa Panya Hakwayam. That's what that means. Turn and face the east. Why do we need to turn and face the east? Anybody? Why do we need to do that? Why not the north? Why not the south? You know, the Lord requires it. Number one, right?
Okay.
That's the reason why. Because, you know, Daniel turned and faced the east 3 times a day and prayed, did he not? So that's what we're doing with those prayers because the Most High asked us to. That's what we're doing as for the prayers. The Most High asked us to turn, face the east, right? All right, let's turn and let's go to the greetings for the brothers and sisters, right? That makes sense? Let's try that one real quick. Okay. Bring that up for the brothers.
Okay.
See, I want y'all to work with me on this. Okay. Salakia. But y'all did an excellent job on that one. So let's see. Let's go and do some Hebrew commands. What's the first command? Let's see. We're going to go over and say, when I say Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, let's see. I was going to do something else, but we're going to go over. I don't know. Do I really want to go over that? Yeah. Or do you guys want to go over some numbers? I'm not sure which one. I tell you what, let's just go over some numbers. Unless y'all, okay, here, we'll go over. I tell you what, we'll go over a few. We'll go over the, real quick. It shouldn't take that long. Tell you what we'll do. This is what we'll do. What's up? So many things you can do in a class. Let's just do this. All right. Tell you what we'll do. Yahweh. Yahweh. Bashem. Basham. What does that mean? All right. I want y'all to tell me what these words mean. Tell me what they are, and we'll go from there. This is a men's greeting, or salute. I said men salute. We'll say that. Man. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Here we go. We're going to do a men salute. Okay. The men salute. This first word up here. What is that word? Y'all tell me what it means. I wrote it in English here, but at least tell me what the word means and we'll write it down under it, okay? What does that word mean? What's the very first word? What does that mean? This word right here. Let's see. Let me make sure I found it. Okay, lock it. Where we at? First word. What does that mean?
Azra says,
Go ahead.
Lord, in the name of.
Wow. So she wrote this is Lord, right? In the name of.
Kevin.
Or we'll just say Lord in the name. How about that? This says in the name. That's how it's translated. Okay? Not of. Well, I understand why you said it. So the first word is Lord, Yahweh. Okay? You know, we don't have no well, what's the word, people? A lot of this Yiddish out here. One of these days I'm gonna do a class on that and how they completely perverted all those words. Did a tape on one of them that we got to put out for people. Lord, Yahweh, 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 Ba in, lock it, in the, it's Ha, and this says name. I don't know if people can see that, can they? Nope, we're going to make it better. You can't see it. How about this? No, we can see this one. There, we can see that, right? So when we say in the name, right?
Counter.
Okay, so we're saying Lord and Ba. Okay, these are prepositions. In the, those are both prepositions. In and the. And Sham is the word for name. If you don't have it in your vocabulary, put that down. What about Yahweh Shai? Who is Yahweh Shai? Anybody? What we got for Yahweh Shai? Who is Yahweh Shai? And what is it? What does it mean? What does the word mean? Yahweh Shai. So far she's right. Ba and Ha. So if you put Ba Ha in the front of Sham, you'll have in the name. Okay. So you have Lord in the name. Okay. You can imply the word of. You can. But Lord in the name. Okay. That's good so far, right? Yeah, I know y'all know some of these, but put down the answer, improve all things. Right?
Azara and Takawa said Jesus.
They say that's Jesus, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, because if you want to use the word of is ma, so it ain't up there. So, but anyway, this is Jesus, or what we would say Hamashiach, okay? Not Caesar Borgia. This is the black Jesus, right? This is the one. Make sure you guys understand, people online, the black Jesus, not Caesar Borgia Renaissance, not that. We'll make sure. Yahweh Shai. All right, what's this word right here? Barak. Talk to me. What is that word? When you hear some of these words in Sabbath service, you'll hear when I say Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak. I always spell this word wrong. That's how you spell that word. Lock. Don't want to mess it up. I'll get it straight. But I know how to spell it. Okay. Barak. What does that word mean? Anybody know online? Take your time. So far, Lord, in the name, preposition, root word, sham.
Takawa has an answer.
What you got, Takawa?
She says bless.
She says bless. Okay. Lord, and the name, bless. Okay. Good. Bless. All right. What does a tha mean? That's exactly right, Takawa. You're right. I'm pretty sure everybody got that. What does a tha mean? Can they see that word right there? A tha?
Kind of.
Okay, you can?
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure we can see this word because I got it in red. I know. Tha. Right there. Okay, lock it. Tha. This word right here. This one. What does that word mean? And this is the men's salute. When I say Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, something.
Takawa says you.
Takawa says you.
Y-O-U.
Y-O-U. So let's clap it up for everybody right in there. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Exactly right. So what do we got? Now, if I want to say bless you, what if I'm talking to a lot of brothers? What would I say? How would I pluralize that word right there? What would I do? What's the plural? We've just been using those male plurals. It'll have to be a male plural. We're talking about men salutes. I wouldn't say this to a sister. So I would take the same word and I would say what? We would do this. What would we do? Tha means you. So if I said tha something, I got to put something out here. That's what I'm saying. What would I put on here? Anybody? What do we got up there? Read it.
Azara has.
It's right there. Don't you have that posted?
Yeah, kind of.
Huh? So it's a thumb,
A thumb.
right? Or it would be the word hum. That plural right there. Okay?
Mhm.
Instead of yah, we have hum. Okay? That makes sense?
Kind of.
Because I'm going to see women have the same type understanding, but they have a different plural. That's the masculine plural right there. Masculine plural right there. Okay?
Mhm.
This is singular, you, and a thumb. So we have the what? In Lashawan Qadash, we say Lord Bahasham, or Lord in the name of Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, or Jesus, or make sure it's black, the Negro Jesus. Or the nigger God. I mean a nigger Jesus. I mean Negro.
Okay.
Well, either one of them. No, you know, that's what I am. You know. Okay. Barak, bless. Bless you. Or if I'm talking to all the brothers, I say Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Thumb. That's bless all of y'all. Right? That makes sense? So everybody's clapping up for that right there. All right. Now let's put. It would be remiss to say that we're gonna put the women's up there. Might as well get that one right. Women's salute, right?
Kind of.
Don't take long to put this one up. Because you're gonna put the men's, put the women's. Okay. So let's erase this. All right. All right. What else? Anything else?
La.
Is that right? Right? All right, what we got? Lord, Yahweh. Let's concentrate on that word. What is this word? Underlined in red here. Everybody? Talk to me about that word. What does that word mean? Anybody? Post that. Just like it. Anybody?
No answers.
We're looking for what that word means right there. I mean, y'all women, when we say Yahweh Shema Alatha Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Let's, man, we definitely got the right thing on the board. We ain't got no answers up here yet.
Asura and Takwa have answers.
Okay, what we got?
Takwa says watch.
To watch, right?
Okay.
Okay. Who else got that?
Azura.
And of course, if you were to transliterate these words, you just simply use Shah and Mar and then write it from right to left. Use your Hebrew chart. It'll be, for instance, it will look like this. right? It'll look like this word right here. Shah, and then we'll say ma, then we'll put ra, just like that. It'll look like that word right there. Shamar. Okay?
Mhm.
It looked just like that. Now then, that was in ancient Hebrew, of course. So watch. What are we saying? Lord, what? Watch. That means keep watch. That's what it means. To watch, to see, to watch.
Mhm.
To watch what? Okay, what about this word right here? Aisle. This is a women's salute. Over here. This is what the women would say. Right? You know, that's what I'll say to you. I'll say, Yahweh Shemar Lathabah Hashem Yahweh Shai. Of course, that's what you say to another sister. Yahweh Shemar Lathabah Hashem Yahweh Shai. And a man will say that to you, you know. He'll say that to you. Because you're a woman. That's what you got to understand, you know. What we got? This word right here.
What says over?
Bakawa says over.
Mhm.
She's got it tonight, though. So the word is over. Okay, over. She's right. Io means the word over. Okay, that's what it means. What about this word here? We just got through this word. Somebody just said it. Just repeat it for me again. Somebody repeat this word here. So far we got Yahweh, not Yahuwah, and not Yehovah, and not all these what you know, Shalom and all this other stuff they use. I can't even imagine.
Mhm.
It's Yahweh, Shamar. So Lord, watch over what? You know, if you're talking about a man going to camp, you know, and so basically what you're saying the word what? We just said it a second ago. What we got up there? Anybody? Somebody just said it.
You. Dakawa says you.
Bakawa says you, right? She's right. Somebody else said it a second ago. I can't remember who said it. Right? What if I'm saying more than one you? How would you say that? Anybody? We'll start it off like we did the other one. Thought. Let's take. Let's do a plural on this one. We'll just say A H T H something. A what? We're gonna have to have something over here. Something's got to go over here to make it plural. That's what we're after. We want more than one person here. So you say Yahweh Shema Alatha or Al what? Instead of one you, what do we really want to say there? We want to say a plural. What we got?
Dakawa says N.
N. Exactly right. So it's really HAN, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thon. So you Han. So the plurals for a woman would be Han. The plural for a man would be Ham. So that's the plural. For a man, it would be HAM. For a woman, it would be HAN. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
So you simply drop. This word is already tailor-made to fit. Barakatah. So Yahweh Shamar, Alatha Ba'Shem. What does Ba'Shem mean again?
In the name.
What is it?
In the name.
Somebody said in the name? Yeah, you say in the name.
Kind of.
All right, we'll accept it. And Yahweh Shah, of course, Mean who? Means Christ, right?
Mhm.
And this because we say Christ. Last time we said Jesus, we said Christ. Okay.
All right, so we have what? Let's read that. Let's see. If y'all reading that, ooh, it's locked. If you're reading this, it say Yahweh Shamar Al Athah, right? Or Al Athan. Sometimes you'll hear me say that, Al Athan. Even when you come in Sabbath service, when you're hearing this is for your young men, how you dress a woman. For your young men out there, Dennis and Jarrell and a few other brothers, and you want to know how you talk to sisters, because you see a lot of brothers trying to talk to a sister. You really ain't supposed to be saying a damn thing. But this greeting right here, Yahweh Shema Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So we're gonna read about that in the security announcements. You'll understand why. So it's the woman salute. So what the men will be saying to you is so you'll understand. They'll say something like Yahweh Shema Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what a man will be saying to you. He ain't supposed to be, hey, what's your phone number? What's this? That ain't man. That's what he's supposed to be saying right here. And of course, you'll hear you'll hear me say, and a lot of brothers, of course, this word. Sometimes we'll say a thun, meaning a bunch dress more than one woman at one time. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions on that? No? All right. No questions on that? All right, we'll move on to something else. Our last thing here, because we're going to have a real rough night tonight here, maybe in the weather. So anyway, y'all cool with that? All right. That's the woman salute. Make sure you guys write that down in your notes. All right, let's do this right here. I do something here I haven't done in a while. Here we go. Y'all ready? We're going to do some numbers here, so pay attention. We're going to do a number. We're going to do this number here. Do this number right here. That number, 31. Tell me what that number is in Hebrew. How would you write it? That's the point. You got to think about it for a second now. I can tell you it ain't Korean. Well, I think it was Korean was Ilisam Sao Yu Chu Paku Sip. Okay, it ain't that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It ain't that. 16, 17, 18, 19. No, 20, 21, but no, but it's close to that. It's following that pattern because that pattern follow us. We're the first and foremost. People copy all their number systems and things off of us, man. Because the Most High made Hebrew first. That makes sense. So how do you write 31? Is that number anybody good enough to remember that? But if not, then we'll have to go back and re-understand. Or it may be too large. I don't know. Let's see if I can give you a head start here. Let me see. How would I do that? Anybody? Let's see.
Okay, Azura has an answer.
Izara? Oh, go ahead, Izara.
She has. Should I just tell you it? Or?
Tell me what she got in her writing there.
Okay, she has Akkad.
Akkad.
Shalash Yam.
And what else?
Shalash Yam.
Spell that.
SHAL.
Like this. Like that, right? This word here and that word right there. Okay? So what does that say? What is shalash? 3. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So does that look right? Anybody else say that's right? Hazarah. Is that right? I mean, you tell me. Make sure I gotta have more than one verification now. I ain't gonna be doing that, you know.
I have Aisha. That's something.
Huh? What do you got?
I got Aishara. Aishara Yam Shalash.
Who?
I have Aishara Yam Shalash.
Aishwariyam.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-mm. Okay.
No. Shalash is 3.
Mm-hmm.
When you put yam on it, that makes it 30. She's right.
Oh, okay.
And a cod would be 1.
Okay.
So she is what?
Correct.
Clap it up for her then. That's right. She's right. So here's the key. Yam is plural.
Okay.
Shalash. So when you want to count, you know, you have to count 1 through 10, then go all the way to 20. How do you do 20? You don't want to say Ashara, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to say what? Asharayam. So if I want to do 20, and that's based off the principle of what you done. So you want to say I shara yum, right?
Mm-hmm.
That word. Ashara is 10. So 10 plus 10, right? What she did was 1. And then she said 3 plus 3 times 10. Because plural is time. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
She said 3 times 10. Shalas, yum. That's 3 times 10. Oh, that's 30. Then she said 1 single 1. So she got it right. That's how you have to look at these words, okay?
Okay.
So if you say Asharam, that's 10 plus 10.
I see.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Asharyam. Ishar, I think it's spelled that way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Asharyam. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Since we're on that one, I want y'all to work on this one for me. Work on this one for me. This word right here. Give me this one right here. Give me 92. 92. Y'all give me 92. Tell me how you say that in Hebrew. I mean, I'm starting a little advanced here because I don't know if I have time to finish the class in I may do 1 through 10, but to actually go over each one of them all the way up to 1,000. I mean, you know, I can print them out for you, but you know, I'd rather you learn the system here. That way, when you see somebody chart who's trying to be dun, 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 superhero, you know, who wants to say, I got a chart here to cheat. Now, learn the real Hebrew from the real prophet, okay? And that's the men in the ISUPK, okay? That's what you want to learn. That's how you have to do it. We're from the past. Somewhere I probably used to count money or something. Ain't no telling. But not in a pharisaical way. Anyway, akkad, shalash, yum, right there, just like that. 20, 10 plus 10. I sharia, plural. 10 plus 10 is 20. What about 92? Talk to me. 92. And we ain't gonna do too many more, and we're gonna finish class in a little bit here. Everybody still there? Hanging in there? What you got?
All right. Azra and Dakwa have.
Azara and Takawa. Okay, what you got?
Azra has Shanya.
Shanya.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Tashayam.
Daishayam.
Tashayam. No,
Spell it.
Thashiyam.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who said this?
Azra and Dakwa.
They both said that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look right to you? Okay, let's go by this here. The shy is what? The word the shy.
Is 9.
That's a 9, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 9, right? And yam is plural, isn't it?
Okay.
So if I said 9 in plural, 9 times 10 is what that is.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it 90.
Now, why did I say plural? Because of yam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say times 10? Because way back here, if 10 plus 10 set the precedence, I shall yam. That set the precedence. That set the precedence for anything thereafter. You're going to be 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. Of course, in the understanding of counting money, you just 10 plus 10 is, you might as well just say, and then it's 1 times 10, or in this case, 2 times 10. This case is 2. 2 times 10, that's 2 tens. Over here, you got 9 tens, 90. So somewhere in the mix of the whole thing, the shy is 9, isn't it? Isn't that right? That's the same thing as saying 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 9 what? Yam, 10 times. What's 9 times 10? 90. That's where you get that from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what about Shanya? Is that right? Is Shanya 2? So that's 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
TWO. And there you go, 92. Clap it up for them sisters, man. Damn. Yeah, they own it tonight, boy. Shit. Yeah, they got that. 9 times 10. Right. We're gonna do one more, then we're gonna end it, right?
Mm-hmm.
One more, okay? All right, let's check this one out. Give me this one right here. 101. See if y'all remember that one. Salakia. See if y'all remember that one. Okay? 101. That'll be the last one we do tonight. Okay? That's the last one. Who's that? Oh, somebody else had something?
Azra just put laughing emojis.
Oh, yeah. I got it. Well, they got it, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 101. Let's check this out. How do you do 101? You mean you got ones up here, you got Isharims, you got Ashalams, you got all kinds of shit up there. Right?
Yeah.
Tricky, huh? If y'all don't remember what 100 is, then you won't be able to do this one. But go ahead. What else? What you got?
Okay, Azra has Ma'akad.
How about 101?
Mm-hmm.
Or you can say, since you're saying it backwards, let's say Akkad Ma'ah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
That makes sense.
Okay. Let's check everybody else, see if they got it. Akkad Ma'ah. I should spell that like that.
Kind of.
right? Anybody else got that? Right? Somebody else?
No. Izra she switched it around.
Just switch it. I mean, the only reason why I said that is because we're writing from right to left. That's all. I mean, if either way, it's gonna be right. But this is in English. I know you got that. But if I were to write this in Hebrew, it would always be from right to left. So I would put 100 down here, the number in Hebrew down here, and then I would put a card down here. I would actually spell that out in Hebrew.
Mhm.
Spell this out in Hebrew. So you might as well put right to left. That makes sense? Just like over here, you got 90 and 2. That makes sense?
Mhm.
So if that's the case, this is the number 1. And a ma'ah is the number what? 100. Ooh, sloppy. Right?
Mhm.
Ugh, didn't spell that right, did it? There. Yeah. 100. 101. 100, or I just say 100. I don't want to confuse anyone. Put the 100 over there, but that's what it is. It would be this right here. Okay?
Dr. said she missed most of that class.
Huh?
She said she missed most of that class.
Okay, no, clap it up for the sister right there, because she would have got it if she had this. She did. She would have got it, but I'm gonna. The fact you got to go from your base 10 all the way up to 100, and then you do 1,000. Is take this word down here too. Thakwa also Allah. Allah. That is 1,000. Okay. Now I understand. If you did miss that, I would see why you would say that. Right, because you'd have to you have to know what these words are, of course. They make sense? I got it. But now that you understand the logic behind it, yum makes them plural, and it all starts at the base of 20. You count from 1 through 10, and then 10 through 20, and then it starts. Everything else after that is yum until you get to 100. Then you start to ma'ah. And if you want to say 200, you say ma'ayam. 300, what? Shalashyam. I'm sorry. Shalashmayam. Shalashmayam, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Slocky. I get confused myself going around here, man. But a lopyam, that would be 2,000. But a lop is 1,000. And you keep going on and on and on until you can count to 100,000, to, stuff like that. But it's just a system of understanding how to pluralize each one of these 3s, 2s, 9s, 10s, 11. Well, after you get to 20, you start to pluralize your base all the way up to 100. Same thing. And that's what, same thing with you counting in Spanish, you got the cien, okay? That would be 100. Hell, I don't know what it is in 1,000. But that's the point. Y'all got that? So everybody clap it up for class right there. But yeah, Takawa, we'll go over that one of the class. Maybe next class I'll go over it into more detail. I don't want to do it tonight because got to get ready for this some more things to come here, okay? That makes sense?
Makes sense.
So if you guys had a good time, man, you know, put your hand claps in the chat, you know, and go from there. And yeah, 35. You know, put your hand claps in the chat and for yourself, you know, not necessarily for me, but at least in the class. That makes sense. All right. We'll do some Hebrew announcements if I can. Appreciate you guys hanging in there, taking your time. But I want to say this: make sure you send your tithe and offering in to the Most High under command of Journey Yahanna, ISUPK .com, right? And we have also a fee. It only costs $200 for the Passover, which I think is absolutely cool, man. I'm doing a little commercial here right now, though. It's a real cool thing to just pay $200 and get all of these things. What we have, lamb slaughter, you know, that's one thing in itself. Captain Akkad is precision on that, man. I mean, you know, I've seen that captain, man, since my little tenure here, and he's had done a fantastic job there under, of course, guided by the generals, man. And then you have Thursday night? Who we got? Is that General Hyman's breakdown? Of course. And then we have what else with that?
Kids party.
The kids party. So you'll have some reason for babysitting right there with the kids. And then we have Friday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have what is that, like a
The black party.
The black party. Yeah, you don't want to miss that, man. That's where you get to see your entertainment. I mean, you only talking about $200 for all this so far, man. You talking about Jerome Hyman's class off the chain Thursday. You're gonna learn a lot. You just I mean, I bring my notebook just for that, man. It's a great journal's notes, man. It's just absolutely great. And take notes and have a nice time, man. And like I said, what we said, Friday night is your black party, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget your Yahanna, man, and your hard drink, right? You can bring water too if you want to. Then, of course, we have the Passover under command of Journey Yahanna. We'll all be up on a platform speaking Hebrew sometime, and having eaten lamb, roasted lamb, the best lamb I've tasted in my life, really. And then we have the we have the next day, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, man. Feast of Unleavened Bread. Of course, that bread is like, especially with the honey. Oh, man, mercy. You have all these events for just $200. That's it. That's $200 per adult, right? 18 years or above, right? I think it is, right? So, of course, if you want to donate more, you're welcome to. But $200 is all Commander General Yahanna asks you to do. So, pay that the same way you tithe in the ISUPK.com. You know, make sure you call your captain if you have any problem understanding that. All right, let's read the security announcement. We are the ISUPK. Started off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. A rule for the new brother and sister. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. And that salute is what we went over tonight. That's the reason why I want to say it. Yahweh Shemal Thabashem Yahweh Shai. All right. They are here to shed themselves over the world, man. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she will get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 and 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma Aishara. 10% of every penny of increase that the Lord gives you, the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offer for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Up holy convocations. We're going to say will be next one, a Purim. 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month, Monday the 2nd and 3rd, and Tuesday, 3rd of March. 2026. You find that in Esther 9:28-31, right? And we're going to remind Akim and Akwaf to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, and headband and scarf, okay? And we're going to stand to lock you. To give us a salute. Okay, to our brothers and our sisters, right? Madam Shabbat, Madam Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atham. To all of my brothers, so, Yamata, Sar, face the sisters. Madam Shabbat, Madam Barak, Yahweh Shema Alathan, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shema Alatan by Shem Yahushua.
Yamata, class dismissed.